Mohammed has uploaded the following video, which turned out to be quite interesting. He works construction and states that he had seen quite a few strange things over the past years. The following night, he was one of the only people preparing a new construction site close to an old mine when he noticed something unusual in the distance. We can clearly see a terrifying shadow figure walking by. Mohammed states that this certainly wasn't a colleague of his, or a person related to the construction site in any way. He also mentions that this entity is not the only one appearing near the mine. They claim to have witnessed a floating woman that made horrifying crying noises. Pretty strange to say the least. I have no idea what's going on here. Perhaps it is a shadow being that was captured here. This chilling video was shared by a young woman named Poopa, who found herself home alone when something truly unsettling occurred. The footage begins innocently enough, with Poopa lounging on the couch. However, her tranquility is abruptly shattered as she becomes aware of a lurking presence within her own house.
Había una persona en mi casa que me estaba mirando.
¡Qué miedo que das! ¿Qué haces? ¡Ey! ¡Andate de mi casa! ¿Quién sos?
Glancing towards the dimly lit corner of the room, she started to see what appears to be an immobile figure standing eerily still. It becomes evident that someone is watching her intently. Initially taken aback, Poopa's fear gives way to nervous laughter as she assumes it must be a mischievous friend, or even her boyfriend playing a prank on her. The video then abruptly cuts off at a critical moment, leaving viewers to ponder the unsettling events that followed. What happened after this remains a mystery, as Poopa has refrained from delving into the details of that fateful night in the following videos. The following video is quite the strange one, and obviously a bit older. It is said that a group of friends went to a supposedly haunted and abandoned building in the woods. There's a local legend about a manangal creature that is stalking these parts of the woods, and some people swear to have seen it. The group arrived at this abandoned place in the hopes to capture it on video tonight. Let's take a look. I mean, it is certainly hard to say what exactly they came across here, I find. Some say that this thing reminds them of a vampire. Others believe this to have been a prank with some terrible makeup. Well, what do you believe? A manangal or Uncle Hank with a Halloween mask? This was shared by Wade Lanigan, who's basically just hanging out with his son in the living room here. He has captured several strange incidents in the past and is recording video surveillance on the regular. Today, he also suspects that he caught one of the several spirits that is said to haunt this home. the figure of a shadow man with a large top hat can be seen as he's walking across the living room and reflecting in the mirror, which is quite a surprise to everybody. If it is residing in his home or if it's a haunting that is bound to his family is unknown. Many people believe that there's way more behind this than Wade is sharing with us, but who can say? The following video was supposedly captured by a tourist on vacation who was exploring a local temple that day. While just a few steps away from the location, he captured something quite strange right next to a statue. Some people say that this was possibly a spirit that manifested, and that stands in relation with the temple nearby. Could this be so? If that's not the case, maybe we just became witness to a strange camera occurrence. Perhaps even an artifact, who can say? This video was recorded by a CCTV camera of an older apartment building. It is mounted to the ceiling of the 13th floor, and many tenants have stated that they have heard quite a lot of eerie noises at night on there. Items have been moved around, and one tenant in particular swears that he saw a little kid running across the dimly lit hallway around midnight, only to disappear into the closed door to the staircase. Strange to say the least. In this particular clip, we can apparently become witness to some of these mysterious events. Take a good look. After a few minutes of inexplicable activity, we can see a pair of flags appear, seemingly walking slowly towards the camera. This apparently freaked the superintendent out quite a bit, and who can blame him? And only a few minutes later, this happened. It was clear that the building was dealing with something really creepy here. What exactly it was? Impossible to say, of course. Seems like the tenants of this building will have to keep those doors locked overnight, for sure though. The following is a recording from user Terrolatente, who tells us that he is working at an old hospital that he believes to be certainly haunted. He's hearing strange voices on the hallways when no patient is supposed to be out anymore, and saw quite a few shadows over the past few months. Tonight, after hearing the voice of what sounded like a little girl, he pulls his cell phone out and started recording while he was strolling through the different corridors to catch the origin of these sounds. You might have missed it, but the man believes that we can see the spirit of a girl here in a white dress. I thought at first that this was perhaps a garbage bin or medical equipment of some sorts, but the man states that nothing was placed in this room. I tend to believe him after seeing what their security system has captured the same night. A dark shadow apparition that is coming out of the wall and then hovering around on the hallway before it vanished into the wall again. I'm sure that we all can agree that something otherworldly was at play here. Really creepy. This video was recorded by the home security system of a residence that is said to host quite the number of spirits. A team of young enthusiasts was over that night to investigate the matter. It is unclear if they were trying to actually help the owners at the time or if this was more of a curious adventure. Whatever the reason, the security system captured something interesting.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong with my leg. The leg? Yeah, it's like a numb, tingly, numb feeling. Maybe you're sitting on it. So sit on the floor, maybe? No, it's like almost like a cold, frozen type numbness. When I was walking through the hallway. It's going away now. That's crazy.
The girls seem to freak out a bit when they hear a knock at the end of the hallway. It's not clear what exactly it was, but it sounds to me like an object was falling down. We also can see something peeking from the left corner. Then there's also a bright object appearing right behind the couch. The security camera captured it only for a moment. Maybe it was one of the spirits that are causing mischief in this home. What do you believe? Now we're taking a look at another really mysterious recording which was captured by a man at a gathering that took place at a friend's apartment. Foolishly, the group decided to take part in a Ouija board session, and a few moments after, the following recording was captured. Nobody had any idea who this was, as the group of friends were all situated in the living room, which is why they believe that this was actually a spirit or a demon of some sorts. Maybe they opened a door and invited this thing in. Wouldn't be the first time after all that something like that happened, right? The next video was forwarded by Mania Trent, and it is said that in the following clip, a security camera in the Broadway Palace apartment complex in Los Angeles might have caught an actual ghost. User Pooperness has shared the following video. Apparently the user, who works as a security officer, noticed something really strange on one of the lower security cameras. In his own words, he tries to explain what he saw that night. I recorded this from the CCTV at my job, and they fired me for it. I usually don't believe in ghosts, but this video is creepy. I recorded it around midnight on March 12th. It does look a bit strange, doesn't it? Of course you never know if it wasn't an insect or something, but many people commented on the fact that this ghost boy, or whatever it was, seemed to be walking towards the corner and then just vanished, which is really strange, wouldn't you agree? Are we looking at a paranormal incident here, or what was going on that night?
So if you followed me from the beginning, back when I lived in the house, you would remember that I've been followed by a man in a top hat. You could totally see a face in here, I swear, looking at me. But ignore all the stuff in the hallway. I just moved in yesterday, so it's been a hot mess unpacking.
The next series of videos were shared by I'm Into You. The young woman states that she moved into an old house, and her bedroom in particular seems to feel a little bit off, based on her own statements, that is. Inexplicable noises, weird smells, and things that can be seen at night that are just frightening. After a few weeks living that nightmare, she has moved into a camper next door, because she just couldn't sleep in the house anymore. At that time, she was asking for help from some paranormal experts.
Is there somebody here? You guys heard that, right? Hello, is there somebody here? Hello? Can you make a noise? So this is the one with a man. I don't know if you can see right there is his top hat. You can see like his collar. It's super f***ing scary to me. For me, there's no denying that there is a man sitting there watching me in bed, wearing a top hat with giant ears, and it looks scary. And last one, this is a screenshot taken in my bedroom. I see the man with the hat staring directly into the camera at me.
She certainly believes that a man in a top hat is haunting her house and likes to stalk her in her bedroom. Unsettling. Her commenters believe that something paranormal is going on here. And when looking a bit closer into the matter, Indy states that even before moving into this new house, she had quite a few strange paranormal experiences during her entire life. It all started when she was a little kid.
Okay, I'm gonna compile all the photos that I have of this same woman from my childhood photo. This is a screenshot from one of my orb videos, and then the lighting was enhanced. Looks like a girl with her arm on the table watching me in my bed. I definitely noticed the strands of hair across her forehead. And sorry, this is so grainy, but this is the first picture, just really zoomed in, of a printed out photo of me as a child, but I see the black hair across her face, always looking through that hair.
Now, while all of these captures could be explained off as something else, of course, what followed in the next few days got more and more skeptics to believe that maybe there actually was a chance that Indy was being watched by something.
From one of my lives, like 2 days ago. During the live, so many people kept saying that there were faces in the window behind me, but I honestly thought that people were just trying to scare me until I received this screenshot today. And let me zoom in a little bit for you, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I can clearly see a face peeking over the ledge.
Before going live on her profile that night, she also noticed something strange appearing straight across from her room. Some say it looks like a face. And after doing her live stream that night, her viewers saw something behind her that many believe to be an actual shadow figure. Is that what we are seeing here? Something negative that had attached itself to her. A pretty creepy thought, to be honest. This video was captured and shared by Andy Capt, who was on a trip with a friend the following day. He started recording when he saw something unusual in the distance on top of a mountain. Both drive this road a lot, so there should not have been any surprises with the landscape, that's for sure.
What is it?
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
No.
It's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you seen what I seen right now,
What's interesting is that whatever we are seeing here would have to be extremely tall, since this mountaintop is pretty far in the distance. Was it a tree perhaps? No, says the uploader. To this day they have no idea what they saw there that afternoon, and they never saw it again. Quite mysterious to say the least, don't you think?